Advent greetings to you from First Congregational United Church of Christ in Asheville, North Carolina. Advent greetings for another of our devotions that features members and friends of this congregation. Today's devotion features myself, Pastor Bruce. Today's devotion arises out of a conversation I had with a church member by the name of Jane. I was talking with Jane on the phone as she was visiting the Arboretum and seeing this display of trolls that's known as the Trolls of Field Study, which is an artistic creation by Thomas Dambo. The whole intent of these trolls is to be in the world of imagination, to use natural elements, and for people to be able to be interactive. And as she talked about trolls, and I love the idea of trolls, as she talked about trolls, I found myself wanting to go and see them. And then I heard about the winter lights, and I wanted to see winter lights. And when I discovered that I could go to winter lights and there would be some of the trolls featured as part of this year's winter lights, all the better. So Jane and I went. What a wonderful experience. It was wonderful seeing the trolls and seeing them in different kinds of light and seeing people interacting and children climbing, and it was just good to see. And I love the imagination, the wonder. We all know that trolls are not real. They're from that world of imagination, and yet they're a wonderful part. Trolls can just be these magical creatures that we can invite and welcome into our lives. And we like to think of that troll that is also known as Santa Claus. But then again, we know Santa Claus really wasn't, and that Santa Claus was probably a combination of a variety of different saints. But the idea there is still about imagination. And isn't imagination so important in life? But imagination with playfulness. And then throw in Christmas lights. Bright, sparkling lights. And to me, it doesn't matter whether we're talking white lights or colored lights. I just love the lights of the season. And it might be because the nights are colder and it's darker and things are bleaker. And so the lights just seem to flicker and shine so much more, creating also that sense of joy and possibilities and imagination and wonder. It all blends together. And some of this ends up pointing towards children. But it also makes me think about those verses and those stories that come out of our biblical narrative. The people who walked in darkness have seen a great light. On those who dwelled in a land of deep darkness, on them light has shined. Or we think of the light that is so much a part of the Christmas story. The light that must have been in the sky with the shepherds when they were visited by angels, and the sparkle that guided them to a manger. The light of a star in the sky that pointed the way to a manger. And then that metaphorical light that comes alive in a newborn, wrapped in bands of cloth, who for us transforms the world. It's magic. It's wonder. It's all part of the season. And sometimes during the season we end up being a little bit on the serious side, maybe a lot on the serious side. And I'm not going to deny that the serious side of Christmas is not important, because it is. But there is another side there that's about playfulness, about imagination. And this is part of what fills life with a warmth. And so my plea to all of you during this season, take time. Take time to enjoy the lights. Take time to enjoy the magic of the season. Take time to step into that imaginary world that may not be real, but it sure would be nice if it was. Take time to enjoy, to be a child again. And so with that in mind, let us turn to God in prayer. Gracious God, be with all children, old or young, that this season might be one filled with the miracles, with joy, with laughter. Remind us anew to be playful, to be interactive, to know joy and the goodness of life. But not only be with ourselves, be with the whole of the world. For it's all good. And for us who are Christian, it's especially special because we think about the child who is wrapped in bands of cloth and laid in your manger. Amen. And may God bless you and keep you. May God's face shine upon you and be gracious to you. May God look upon you with kindness and give you peace. Amen.